You might already be familiar with using Google Docs and Google Drive, but if you are not, this is just a quick introduction to show you how it works. I am a big fan of Google Drive for two reasons basically. First, it is very portable. It allows you to go wherever you want and access your documents on a phone, on your own computer, on a computer in the lab, wherever you happen to be. As long as you can sign into a Google account, you can get at your documents. And the second reason is it's very easy to share. So first off, I'll be asking you to turn in all of your stories as shared documents in Google Docs. And also, when we get to the editing phase of the semester, then you'll be sharing your stories with a peer editor and working on them in concert with them. So to get started, if you are in your Google account like this or your Gmail inbox, if you go up here to this menu bar and click on Drive, it brings you to a screen that looks like this. Now, I'm not going to install this right now because I already have Google Drive, obviously, on my own machine. But this is, again, a sample account, and I would recommend that you go ahead and install this here. You can install it, again, if you have an iPad, if you have an iPhone, if you have a Droid, whatever it happens to be. And then over here, though, you have basically two options. You can either create a document, and if you see, these are all very simple examples of applications that you would find like in Microsoft Office or OpenOffice or Apple Pages, Numbers, etc. You can create documents, you can do presentations, you can do spreadsheets, and the little thing that I had you all fill out before the start of class was a form down here. But let's just create a document here. And a few little things I want you to know about formatting. First off, I want you to make sure that you always set the title. So I will call this a sample document. And I'd like you to put your name in the title of the document, which just helps out a whole lot trying to keep track of who wrote what. So I'll put subs, okay? Also in your stories, I always want you to have a headline and a byline. So call this sample head by Welch Suggs. Oops, it would help if I spell my own name right. And sample text goes here. And just because I'm an old newspaper reporter, I'm used to capitalizing my name, but I really don't care whether you do that or not. But anyway, go ahead and put everything in here. I don't especially care what typeface or size you use. All of the assignments go by word counts and not by page numbers anyway, so it really just doesn't matter. But also always skip a line between paragraphs, and you don't need to indent when you write stories. Alright, so all that helps. Also, this always saves automatically just every few minutes, so you never have to worry about losing anything. You can also go back and look at previous versions of a story if you are writing something and change something and decide you want it back, so that's another big benefit. The two things you can do with this, first of all, to share, you just have to click on that and then type in someone's email address. So I'm using a dummy account, and if I just want to save something there, then I can hit share and save, and then I'll get an email message here in a couple of minutes. Also, if you want to use this for another class and you've got to send a document to your teacher or to a friend, you can download something as Microsoft Word, or you can email it as, say, a PDF or a Word document or whatever it happens to be. The other thing, well, that's cover sharing and downloading stuff and so forth. So that's pretty much all there is to it. This is obviously a lot easier. You can't mess with as many things as you can in Microsoft Word, but that's not a bad thing because it forces you to focus on your writing. One other thing to show you real quick, back here in the main Drive folder, you can see there's your document now sitting up there, and you can see that it's shared. But you can do two things. First of all, you can upload your own documents in here by clicking on the Upload button, and you can upload Microsoft Word files or Excel documents or OpenOffice or just whatever. The other thing you can do is create a folder, and if you decide you want to use Google Docs for other stuff, this comes in really handy, because then you can just call this folder, say, Dr. Suggs's class, create, and let's see, I'm just going to create my folder. Come on. Create. And of course it wants to be persnickety. But the point being is that then you can drag this and move it into a folder, and that just makes it a little bit easier to set up. So that's it. As always, let me know if you have any questions, and we will go from here.